Brief introduction of Dr. Marial Mach Aduot. Melbourne, Australia. Friday 15 July 2022. Dr. Marial Mach Aduot is a research academic. Aduot is an educator, peace campaigner, security and policy expert, and conflict analyst. He holds a Bachelor of Political Science, Master of International Relations, Master of Politics and Policy, and a PhD in Security Studies from Deakin University, Australia. His research focuses on governance and post-war reconstruction, policy formulation and factional wars, state capture and states' fragility and militarization of ethno-political conflicts, and state and peace building. Aduot is a South Sudanese national who also runs a context-driven consultancy in security sector reform and conflict prevention. He has carried out many research projects on the proliferation of small arms, challenges of disarmament and demobilization and reintegration of ex-combatants in emerging countries and liberal peace, among others. Besides presenting at many public conferences, Aduot has published books and articles on post-conflict recovery and challenges, war prevention, and arms management. In South Sudan, Aduot's work focuses on security sector reform (SSR), particularly disarmament, demobilization and reintegration (DDR) of ex-combatants. Throughout his PhD fieldwork, South Sudanese people have often praised him for being able to provide accurate representations of the situation on the ground. In fact, his work has been so thorough that it has led to results that were different from what was originally planned for by the national government. For example, instead of just DDR of ex-combatants, Aduot's research showed that there needed to be a focus on reintegrating them back into their communities. As a result of his findings, the national government will need to adopt some changes to its policy to include community-based DDR programs. Aduot's work is significant because South Sudan is an emerging country with a history of conflict. The South Sudanese government has relied heavily on small arms to maintain control over its citizens. However, the easy availability of small arms has led to increased violence and crime. Aduot's work on disarmament and demobilization presents a way forward for the South Sudanese government to reduce the availability of small arms and lessen violence. Dr. Aduot's research is highly relevant to the security sector in South Sudan. The country faces many challenges related to disarmament and demobilization of ex-combatants, as well as the reintegration of these individuals into society. Aduot's findings on the proliferation of small arms and the challenges associated with disarmament could help inform policy decisions in South Sudan. Additionally, his work on the link between security and development could help the security sector better understand the root causes of conflict in the country. Ultimately, Aduot's research could play a key role in helping South Sudan address its security challenges. Dr. Aduot's work is also important because it addresses the root causes of conflict in South Sudan. By understanding the origins of violence, Aduot's work can help to prevent future conflict in the communities. His knowledge of South Sudan's security and culture gives him a unique perspective on the country's current problems. As such, Dr. Aduot's work is essential for understanding and resolving the security conflict in South Sudan. Proudly brought to you by Mac Talks.